One of the threatened tree taxa in India belonging to the family Sterculiaceae, now placed in Malvaceae, is Hildegardia populifolia. As the name suggests, Hildegardia genus is in honor of great saint lady Saint Hildegard of Bingen. She was a writer, music composer, philosopher. But apart from these qualities, she contributed immensely in the field of herbal medicine. So in recognition of her contribution for the treatment of diseases with the help of herbs, the genus Hildegardia stands established. It has 13 species globally. One species reported from Cuba, which is Hildegardia cubensis. Recently, another species reported from Australia also, named as Hildegardia australiensis. One from Somalia, Hildegardia gilleti. Another from Tanzania and Mozambique, Hildegardia mygiodi. And one from Eastern Ghats, some part of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. This red IUCN red listed species, which was previously rated as critically endangered, but after the recent survey and with more data, presently it is rated as endangered, or even some authors place it as in the vulnerable category, as the individuals numbering 23,000 stands documented, and for the tree to be really endangered, the number of individuals should be less than 10,000. But keeping in view its restricted distribution to the Eastern Ghats, in locations like Chittoor, Kadapa, Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh, and Devkunta area of Karnataka, Salem hills of Tamil Nadu, the species is vulnerable. Population decline has been recorded due to many anthropogenic factors. Fire in the native range is one of the threat. So many efforts are underway to protect this species through ex situ conservation in the plants, germplasm conservatories, herbal gardens. This tree, Hildegardia populifolia, stands introduced in the Foundation for Revitalization of Local Health Traditions, Gorton campus. As the name suggests, populifolia, folia means leaves, so the leaves look like poplar, which is quite common in Kashmir, and even we have the Himalayan poplar, Populus ciliata, but Populus deltoides, Populus nigra are planted. Tree genus named in honor of Saint Lady, Saint Hildegard, and leaves looking like poplar, species populifolia. Tree has the pale green bark. Leaves are simple, but they show lobing, sometimes 3 to 5 lobes with multi-nerved lamina. as it belongs to the Sterculiaceae family, but presently, as per Angiosperm phylogeny group, morphological and biosystematic studies, stands clubbed under expanded Malvaceae family, to which our Sonchal, Malva rotundifolia or Malva neglecta belongs, or to which ladyfinger belongs. But under the family Malvaceae, it is kept under the subfamily Sterculiidae. And Sterculiidae is characterized by many features. One is absence of petals, and sepals become petalite. So in Hildegardia populifolia, we have the red sepals which look like petals. Flowers, mostly in the Sterculiidae, they are unisexual. Male flowers and sometimes bisexual flowers are also seen. Fruits are follicles. Mostly they are woody follicles, as we see in Buddha's coconut, Terigota alata. Presence of androgynophore is another character, where stamens show some kind of fusion. Seeds are 1 or 2 per fruit. Hildegardia populifolia tree is often visited by the Indian stingless bee, also called the Damar bee, zoologically identified as Tetragonula iridipenis. This bee does not sting, and mostly it favors nesting in the canopy of another endemic cycad, Cycas sapharica, in the Eastern Ghats. For camouflaging, it visits the flowers of Hildegardia populifolia in search of pollen and nectar. Flowers are also visited by many birds. For example, red-vented bulbul, we call pinja in Dogri, or bulbul, Pycnonotus kafer. Even bee eater, that is Merops philippinus, blue-tailed bee eater. Even stork-billed kingfisher, which is Pelargopsis species. Even shrike, Lania sash, Kasai chidia have been reported to visit its flowers. This particular stingless bee, Tetragonula iridipenis, and many bird species, they help in its pollination. Hildegardia populifolia tree has affinities with the families like Semal family Bombycaceae, Dhamman family Tiliaceae, but even Tiliaceae and Bombycaceae are now treated under Malvaceae. As the tree is in vulnerable category and it is indigenous or native to India, this is the species which need to be introduced in city parks, university and the college botanical gardens to help in its conservation outside the native habitat of southern India. Muhammad Ahmadullah in 1990 rated it as endangered tree. Even Rao in 2003 has categorized it as vulnerable tree. Hildegardia populifolia is a deciduous tree. It sheds its leaves for a brief period during winter, and tree is of great ecological importance. Its habitat is vulnerable to many anthropogenic pressures, and despite its rarity, the tree is also considered as medicinal. Leaf extract are reported to be analgesic, anti-inflammatory. Other species of Hildegardia in Africa are reported to be useful in combating the malarial disease, so they are anti-malarial. And most conservationists recommend this tree to be included in afforestation programs and the germplasm conservation strategies of India. So let us know this lesser known Indian tree, Hildegardia populifolia, belonging to the subfamily Sterculiidae. Its nearest relative seen in Jammu Shivaliks is Sterculia villosa, popularly called as oud in Dogri language. Another tree from the same family, subfamily Sterculiidae, is Buddha's coconut, Pterygoda lata, which is again Indian species and stands introduced in University of Jammu campus. Even Sterculia pelens is also seen. In fact, Hildegardia was previously treated under Sterculia as Sterculia populifolia. So it is closely related to Sterculia, and Sterculia genus or named subfamily Sterculiidae is in commemoration of Greek god Sterculius, and most of the species of Sterculia have the fetid smelling flowers, especially Sterculia fetida.